Hello everyone, my name is Abonga and I'm from Kailicha. The reason why I came to the program is that to gain more knowledge on community-based work and also leadership skills, to advance my knowledge in furthermore community-based work, and to share the information that I've received here to my community and to the work environment that I'm in.
My name is Basitsa Anemosia, and I am currently the Human Rights Programs Manager at Africa Unite. And Africa Unite is an organization that is focused on human rights and youth empowerment. And the foundation of what we do is the Africa Unite Human Rights School or Africa Unite Human Rights Training.
Are universal. What we mean by that is that it applies to everyone in the world. So whether you are here in South Africa, you are in the DRC, human rights are there for you. They apply to you. So that's the first principle.
And this is a training upon which we select young people from diverse backgrounds, different ethnic groups, different nationalities, to participate in a life-changing experience of them fully immersing themselves into understanding and knowing what human rights are, but applying it to their day-to-day life and lived experiences. And this is important because the core of the work that Africa Unite does is working with citizens, refugees and migrants to promote social cohesion and socio-economic development and to prevent conflicts. And these trained young people are going to go out into their own communities and begin to share the information of human rights in a manner and a way that is easily understandable to the people around them.
So the human rights principles are basically pillars on which human rights are sustained, regardless of your race, your gender, your age, or your country of origin. And they are a bit different.
My name is Tato Mafukwani. I am from South Africa with the Africa Unite Peer Educator Training. So far it's been good. It's been a very long day, a bit exciting, but very informative as well. We had good food, we had good sessions, and I think one thing I loved and liked about today was the hike that we had and a little game that we played. Two takeaways though, the power in collaboration and the power in having a learning spirit, because you never really know so much until you are willing to learn, unlearn and relearn new things and how to better and best deliver.
Hello, I'm Itumeleng Madua from the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture under the Directorate Social Cohesion and Nation Building. So today I've joined Africa Unite for the session on social cohesion.
In order for us to practice the human rights of education, we will also need to understand constitutionally so that we won't contradict ourselves, because the constitution guides in terms of right in education.
To be well educated about human rights. A lot of people tend to say that they know about their rights, yet we only know maybe 2 or 3 rights. But are you well educated what this right means? What is the responsibility of that value? Now, in order to reach human rights, building human rights communities, the community needs to understand and also value those rights.
It is essential as a community to be reminded that we have human rights, and therefore we should make sure we utilize them so that our community is successful and also acting as a socially cohesive environment.
Check. With this your hand, hold your neighbor with your right hand. Yes, like that. You get it? Yes. Hold your neighbor. Let's concentrate, okay? So, as you're holding your neighbor with your right hand, I want you to raise your right hand. Raise it up. Raise your right hand. Great. That's how you need each other to grow. Hey, take down your right hand. You're going to. The moment you're taking it down, you're also going down. So the moment you want to go up, you raise your hand. Even your neighbor is up. So the moment you put like your neighbor, even yourself you have to you're not growing. You understand?
I don't know what to
Hi everyone, my name is Vasitana Hepipito and I'm a support facilitator for African Climate Alliance. And the reason I'm here is to learn new skills and to improve on my advocacy skills and to network and engage with other young people in the space that are advocating for human rights.
Hi guys, my name is Khalalelo. I'm from Beacon of Hope in Lesotho, and I'm going to be sharing how my experience has been with the whole human rights training by Africa Unite. And I must say it was beautiful. Definitely loved the people. You know, that was my favorite part because everyone just came with their diversity and we just came together and like created this little beautiful community, you know, that was very caring. You know, everyone was interested in wanting to know what another culture is like, what is it all about, you know. And so I loved it.
Hi, my name is Kaden. I am one of the first cohort for Africa Unite, the first peer educators education training camp on human rights. I think one of the key takeaways for me is, you know, sometimes we overcomplicate what human rights actually is and what it means to us. I've come to learn two important things, you know. Instead of overcomplicating what human rights is, we can bring it down to two simple, self-explanatory terms, which is respect and dignity.
Hello, my name is Olivia Tutu and I'm the founder of Youth on Sustainable Development and I'm coming from Zambia. Now, we just had a session on mining earlier this morning and I must say it was phenomenal because it resonated with me so closely because I come from a country whose economy depends largely on mining. Now, last year, November, I had the privilege of attending a mining indaba with the Economic Commission, the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, and we're basically having conversations around the minerals in Congo and the minerals in Zambia. But one thing that I didn't hear them speak about was the health of the local people that were in the mining area. They spoke about how they want to create jobs, how they want to have the minerals refined here in Zambia or in Congo, but they never spoke about the health implications of mining. And today's session basically highlighted how children are being affected, how women and girls are being affected, and how the youth to a larger extent are being affected. And so my takeaway from today's session entirely is, what are we going to do going forward as mining nations to ensure that even as we are crying for the resources, even as we're trying to create job opportunities for our young people, that the health of our people is also being considered, because a healthy nation is a wealthy nation.
Hello, I'm Ana de Deus from Angola, and I'm also representing the Angolan Council of Christian Churches, in Portuguese, SICA. So today's session about mining was very informative and also helped me understand that we have so many common problems in Africa, and especially in terms of the impact of mining in South Africa and in our communities. I could also see that relating to the same things we have seen in Angola that resulted from mining, the negative impacts that had on people. So I hope I will be able to share this information with those who will be much more able to do something about the mining and the impact it has been having on our people.
Hi everyone, my name is Omar Mwamba and I'm from DRC. I'm working for an organization called African Solidarity Campaign, AfriSoc in short. We are based in Richards Bay, Institute of Mhlatuze in KwaZulu-Natal. Our organization promotes social cohesion and human rights. I'm coming from DRC and we have been affected by wars in the past 30 years.
My name is Juan Molope from Pretoria. I was here for the peer educator training, and what I've learned throughout the week, it's the human rights that are being violated that we don't take notice of. The issue of access rights that most people we don't know about, human rights in the mining sector and that are being violated. The stats, that is the human rights for asylum seekers, the duration it takes for them to get the refugee status, and the systematic dysfunctionality the government and us as a society. So it was a great experience being here. I came without certain knowledge. Now I'm knowledgeable on issues of human rights, issues of asylum seeking, and issues of social development. So it was a great experience. We truly much enjoyed, truly much had fun in learning, and that's my experience. Thank you very much.
Jumbo, greetings my people. Wazana Muncha here. I'm from the Institute of Africology, and I have so much to say. I'm overwhelmed and grateful that I had the opportunity to take part of the Peer Educators program with Africa Unite. So my takeaways, my feelings, my emotions are mixed. I kept saying in the workshop that I've been redirected, and what that means with the understanding of Pan-Africanism, with the understanding of the philosophy of Institute of Africology, that human rights plays a pivotal role in advocating and as a tool to help us solve our problems, right? And we are here at this beautiful venue of Kutadach. I'm glad I said it correctly. It's a historically amazing place. The people and the visionaries of this place really wanted to heal, connect, and rehabilitate their community, and they've done that. I suggest you buy some olive oil and olives from them because they are a great olive farm in this valley, and they are capacitating their community through different programs and initiatives, just like us as peer educators were doing. And they're doing it in such a humane way, and that's what gives us hope and encouragement. And the fact that Africa Unite has been here for 20 years, constantly coming back to do their trainings in this place, speaks to the significance of their work of building a better community all around, right? So my takeaways as a Pan-Africanist is that the reason why we have these human rights, social cohesion, nation building, was because the undermining of Black people started all of this. No questions, no answers. And coming here made me reminded me of that. It made me also share with my peers to remember that our people, our African people, because during slavery, during the American Civil Rights Movement, because of our colonization on the continent of Africa, all those were atrocities to humanity. Finish and clear, right? So with that understanding and that appreciation, it has redirected me to focus myself, to continue to live on the legacy of my ancestors, and to make them proud that I'm an ascendant, not a descendant. I'm ascending from them, I'm rising, right? To make sure that all the pain and injustices we faced for 1,000 years, and even now in this new dispensation, can be eradicated. And it's through workshops like this, being a peer educator, finding ways to connect with people, understanding our rights, and making sure we live in an inclusive and socially cohesive environment is a gift. And I'm privileged, honored that me, Wazana Muncho Ngidi, had the honor to be part of this. And yes, I am a peer educator now. So stay tuned, stay alert, and be proud of who you are. Asante sana.
Africa Unite.
Africa Unite. Are you an African? Yes. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata.
Thank you so much, Africa Unite. It has been an incredible experience. The diversity, the people, the amazing venue, the speakers, the facilitator, the food. It's all been beautiful, and we are super happy that we were part of this 2025 cohort. We can't wait for the change we're going to implement. Forever, forward forever, and backward never. Thank you.